Hello, everyone. You've all seen videos of our new guest on social media. She's tilting her horses from the ground, only using a halter and launch. Ditte Sommer is in the Tell Tales podcast. Welcome, Ditte. Thank you for joining us today here in the Tell Tales. For the people who don't know you, can you just explain who are you, where are you from, what are you doing?
Yeah. I am from Denmark. I am 42 and I have 4 horses. I ride competition and then I do a lot of groundwork. And I have been sharing it on Instagram and then it just has gone a bit wild. So now I'm teaching a lot of in groundwork and how we also can work with our horses if we're not riding them.
This is actually super interesting because I think I found you online.
Yeah.
I found you on Instagram and you popped up in my feed several times and I was like always wondering, somebody is tilting the horse on the hand. So we will come to this. And I thought this was extremely interesting. And then somebody else that we follow also had reshared your stories. And I was like, shit, this is really something. And then we met you, actually. I thought, like, I just need to go. I saw you online. I knew this is you. We went to Sundarbaki. And I just thought, like, I need to go and approach you. And now you're here. So this is perfect. This is how it goes sometimes.
So nice you did that.
A bit spontaneous. You probably thought like crazy people. But
No. That was just lovely. Just lovely.
So then you said already you have 4 horses.
Yeah.
We sometimes ask, or we try to actually ask every guest, how many horses do you own? When was the last time you bought a horse?
Yeah.
Because this is sometimes very surprising.
Yeah, and also for me, I bought a horse here in April because all of this went a little bit wild, and many people has been asking about a young horse. So I bought this horse after Quaker, a 2-year-old stallion. Yeah, he's super excited about him, and it was really spontaneous. Because I thought it could be fun to show how I would do things today to when he is older, of course. But so in April I actually bought a new horse.
Wow. And I saw him on your stories. He is already quite tall, right? So this is going to be
huge.
Also interesting. So it will be something to see also how a horse with like, for me, it's sometimes when the horses are a bit bigger, they might move differently, and it might be a bit of a different way how they perceive their body, how they perceive others in their space. So that would be interesting to see also how you approach it then.
I'm looking so much forward to it also because it's something we do all the time with the young horses. How do we do it? So I'm really by myself really curious about starting him up. He's of course only 2 this year, so we have to wait. But he's tall and he's beautiful and he has really good gaits and just
exciting.
Looking forward to him.
Yeah, but because I looked at your website as well, and we will put the link to your website in the show notes.
Yeah.
You also say that you approach the horses not just in a sense physically, but also mentally. Yeah. And that is probably also something that you can already do with the young horse to kind of challenge them in a sense, give them tasks, work with them to prepare them for later. And also, how do you, for yourself, approach this mental way of working with a horse?
It's a really good question. I always see where the horse is. If it's stressed or something, then I don't have any expectations to it. Because if they, like Congo was in the beginning, he was really stressed. So I had to do something else because if I have a stressed horse, I have to work on there first. So it's really I read the horse really fast when I get in. That's also when I go to courses. I always see the horse for a couple of rounds because it tells the story so fast, where it is, how it's working, where we need to work. So, of course, because I've seen so many horses now, I can see them quite quick, where they are and what they need. And it is so different. They are not the same.
No, I can imagine. So you have Kongur, which is the Fuchs, the red horse that you have.
Yeah.
And then you have additionally a brown blackish.
Yeah, Alpha Dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are already quite different in how they approach things, right?
Yeah, totally different. Kongur is quite sensitive, and he's the one starting all this because I'm not the most brave rider. So I was just holding him a bit when he was sensitive, and then he got more sensitive, and I got more scared. So that was why I get back on the ground. And Alpha is just like a really goofy. You can do whatever you want with him. He's a little bit a slow starter, but then when he gets it, he's really good.
Yeah.
But they are so different, and it's good for me to have so different horses.
Yeah, you probably also approach then things with a new angle every time because you have your own horses already so different, and it might be easier to even think into another direction with another horse.
Yeah, I have to. They are all different. Of course, I'm working in some kind of the same way, but every horse is just so different. So I have to. I have many people sending me videos, and for me, it's. I love to see it. It's fantastic, but it's difficult when I don't feel the horse. I need to be there to feel it, how it's reacting, and then I'm a much better trainer, of course. Yeah.
But it's probably something because you also involve body language from yourself, right? And this is something that if you, of course, want to help people, you need to, and you said, feel the horse. And I feel this is always it's almost like a dance between the human and the horse, and feeling those small changes that you, of course, you can help with a video, but sometimes it's really about those small things that the camera is not picking up. So then you might need to be actually in the room kind of with the horse.
Yeah, that's always more nice for me to be close to the horse, to feel it, to do the right movement. And it is so important every time I go out. I also tell people that they have to find their own way, because I do it in one way and they maybe have another language with their horse. So it's very important that they build on that relationship and not try to be like me. So that's really important for me, that I learn people to build on the way they train their horses. So they can do it when I'm not there. That's really...
It's probably that you give kind of tools. Tools how to do it, but then indeed, especially when we are also on your website, I come back to it because I looked at your website. I really enjoyed it because you also updated it now with all stuff going on.
Yeah, we try to follow.
It's really nice to also kind of get more ideas about what you're doing. You explain already some of the exercises on there, and I thought that was really, I can recommend for everybody to check out your website. This is already super interesting because then you have also that you want to involve the horse actively, not just following some kind of instructions that you give. You want to... Is it something... Do I understand it right that you want the horse to actively make a decision to participate?
Yeah, I really need the horse to not be there because I'm saying. It has to be there. Of course, we are training, and of course, I pick it up on the field and say, now we are training. But I really want my horse to say which way we are going. They have a lot. I want... Sometimes I tell they get a voice in the training. I can have a feeling that today we go for canter, but then they just show amazing tilt, and then we work on that. I don't have this structure. I feel where they are. So yeah, I really want the horse to be a part of it and to see if they think it's funny. I can now see when I train, often my horses are waiting outside, and they are really like to come to me when
Yes.
so for me that's a nice sign that they really want to be in the training.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
really
this
want
is
them to be
also.
a part of it.
Yeah, I agree. I have this whenever I approach our field, especially now that we moved to our farm and we have the horses at home, and I just go and I want to check on something, the fence, whatever, the hay net, and the horses are coming, and it gives me the feeling, yes, they want to be, they are curious. I mean, anyway, horses are curious animals, but they want to actually do something with me. They want to interact.
Exactly, and that's the nice start. I'm talking a lot about a good start, and that's a good start. For me, at least, I have this feeling that, okay, I'm working with the horse and together with the horse, and I want the horse to understand all the crazy ideas I have. So I have to show them in small steps, so they understand.
We had actually in our first season, and this is maybe a bit off topic now, but we had an interview with Camilla. She does equanimity. That is something that Steinar Sigurbjørnsson does also in Iceland. And she also said that sometimes it can happen that the horse just walks away. Is this something that can happen to you too? Because that is maybe already like a level further where you actually let the horse so much decide that it also actively can say, I do not want to do anything. Is this something? Have you experienced that?
I have. I always think they offer something, but sometimes it's not like a lot. Then we can just do the seesaw, and just. I always feel they are ready but it's how high expectations I have. Sometimes I have to lower them because I can feel, okay, they did amazing yesterday, and today we just take a light training, or but I like walk away. I don't feel that they walk away. Of course, I also have them in the longing line because I want a bit to help them to get a better tool, to get a better. That's how I like to use it. So, but yeah, I always feel that my horses is quite a lot with me when we train.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a feeling I need to have as well.
And again, it is about a feeling that you need to be with the horse actively, not just on a video.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, I can feel sometimes when I do the tilt, it is of course difficult and hard, and that's how we develop. But I take small steps. But yeah, of course, training is hard also for the horse.
How do you actually? And this is something I just realized, because I think. And I come back to the equanimity because it was very fascinating to me, but also very far away from what I'm doing. So that is very like, it's loose with the horse. They do this panther walk, and everything is without kind of a leash in a sense between the human and the horse. That is something that where you reward with a treat. Yeah. How do you actually reward positive behavior in a sense that you ask a horse for something? How do you tell the horse that it's doing what you ask for? Do you also do it with treats? Do you do it with voice?
I talk a lot. I am like all the time, good, yeah. I can really be excited, and that's the way I really encourage them to do more. I've used treat as well, but not every time. And I also go bicycling with the Congo. Then he is free. and then he just followed me around in the
Shit.
woods. So that's kind of nice for me that I know. Okay, there was one time then he was running because he's
Took off.
quite because I was with the bicycle. I touched him and then he is quite sensitive, and then he took off, and I was just calling him, and he was just turning around and came back. So that was for me. Okay, he really also decided that I'm a
He
part
wants
of.
to be with you. Yeah.
Where if I tried that with Alpha, he would just look at me and say, "Yeah, you go for a bike. I eat grass." So they are so different. So it's not like every horse could do this. But still, I have an amazing feeling with Alpha that we have something special together.
Yeah.
But I use treat because I really love to tell them when they do extraordinary or something, then I give a treat. But often when I'm out to courses, then we never use treats. So it's not necessary, or some horses can also be a little bit too much when they get treats.
Yeah,
so
they get excited.
Yeah, and
they don't
Alpha was
focus
really, he could be way too much. So I had to learn him to behave in that way because I really like to give them. But yeah, I use them, but not all the time. And
but I think I also do a lot with voice. In the beginning, I thought like maybe a treat here and there to also just tell them, especially now with my youngster, that when I mounted him the first couple of times, I thought like it's good to just put a treat. But then I see sometimes he tries so much to turn his head around that he then loses balance. So I then rather just scratch him a bit and tell him with my voice, it's good.
Yeah.
Than giving a treat where he's like, ooh.
Yeah. And it's, again, finding your own way, what works for you, and how is it. And that's really something we have to believe in as a trainer. Find your own way, listen to people, get all the good stuff, and then just make it your own. That's really my way of, I love to get inspired by so many people and then just make it my own.
And we
are
actually,
so different.
Yeah, exactly. And we just also, 2 weeks ago, we recorded with Julie Gabon-Guyard. I hope I say the name right. Julie, I'm really sorry. I don't speak French. Lionel will tell me. But Julie, a French rider living in Denmark, and she said she learned a lot from you and she admires your work.
That's big words. Thank you.
Yes. So for her,
I'm blushing.
For her, it really said, like, she really said this is something that she wants to integrate more into her work with your horse. And I mean, she's riding for the French national team, and she's so happy that she found you and spoke so high of you. So clearly, this also a competition rider takes you into their training, because you actually create something, you achieve something with your training. Also for different riders, not just with different horses, but also for different riders, wherever they come from, however they learn to ride. And that's also a really nice thing.
Yeah, I think and that's also why it has been gone so big, because I'm not like, you only have to do groundwork now. This is just a way of also training our horses. And I still want to ride competitions, and I want to ride them and train them. I'm not the smallest rider, so that's also why I love to go on the ground, because then I can build them up strong. And then when I get on them, I'm like, I'm not totally in balance all the time. I would love to be a much better rider. But this is also why I work from the ground to build them up. So because when I get on, the saddle is there as well. It's heavy because I'm not the most balanced rider, working on it all the time. So
work in progress.
Yeah, exactly.
But
trust the process.
Yes.
And it is so nice that, I have heard that many are starting using it just to look at the horse and where can we actually get them better.
Yeah.
Because the groundwork is not just the low and deep, it's so much more. We can do whatever we like to do actually on the ground. That's my approach to it. It
is. Yeah. But then you actually also for yourself have, like you said, you are competing,
Yeah.
And now you see also the results. You got extremely nice scores,
Yeah.
especially in those gates that I think when I see high-end competitions and I see the results, and sometimes I wonder that people will tell me like I'm absolutely wrong, but everybody focuses just on those fancy gates, Tölt especially, and then on the pace.
Yeah.
But as long as the horse shows absolutely amazing Tölt, you almost win. But then you showed scores also in Tölt really good, but additionally in the walk and the canter. And for me, especially the walk is something that I think a lot of people are kind of brushing off, underestimating. And that you got such high scores. And then, of course, the Tölt is good already, but you increase your overall score so much with those. And you worked a lot on the Tölt that Congo especially has, and people should look at your videos. The Tölt, the walk that he does is such an expressive and energetic walk.
Yeah, and then it was not like that from the start. Alpha had a good... We always got teach that get a good horse with a good walk because we can't train the walk.
Exactly.
And I'm like...
I heard this a lot.
And we can we can do it. We can get them to walk much better. Congo didn't... I never thought he would get so high marks in walk, but I can see now he is really aware of the walk, and he's like finding really confident in it. And I use it also if he gets stressed, then I can do the walk, and then he's like all in the body because he needs the whole body to be in that walk. So he calms down, and that's what I really like. So yeah, I love to walk the horses. I work a lot with the walk, and it's just an amazing gait, actually.
And actually, you also say like the results, they come from the calmness, right? So that you take this calmness, especially when you have like those sensitive horses like Congo. How would you then also how would you approach the groundwork or any kind of work when you feel like the horse is tensing up at a competition or also at home when you have those sensitive horses? How do you approach it to give them the calmness and the confidence?
I always search for where can I find a little bit of the stress, the seesaw for Congo. He was thinking it was eating him. He was so scared of it. So
Can you explain what is the seesaw? Because that was also a question that I had, and you have it on your website. So I looked a bit into it, but can you explain what is the seesaw?
Yeah, the seesaw is really, now we can get it a lot of places in Denmark because in the beginning there was nobody building it.
It's a tool also, right?
Yeah, you just put it on the ground and they can, what's it called in English when they do?
Like in German it's Wippe.
Yeah, Wippe, also we take it in German and Danish.
We have people listening a lot from Denmark and Germany, so they will understand everybody else. I'm really sorry. It's Wippe. So.
It's Wippe. And I used
Is it Wippe?
Wippe. Wippe in Danish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, what is the English word? I have no idea.
The English word is seesaw. It
is seesaw.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but
right.
But I find it really funny because for Congo it was about getting. He got so stressed just to see it. So I was working when he is stressed. Then I'm working there, but in a good way. Okay. And then he finds out, oh, okay, this is okay. Then we can get a little bit further. So I always do that. Try to find where he gets a little bit stressed. That's also why I took in the like Piaf, because that's really high energy, and he was like really tense when the high energy come, and I need the energy for the slow tilt as well. So I always work where it's a bit difficult, but in a good frame, not too much, and don't get too aggressive about it. Then I'm just there, working like with the seesaw for Congo, and now he loves it. When he see it, he's just on it. And I
Super.
let him stay for a couple of minutes, not so much, just to get the body awareness, how he can use the body, the back is moving. And it's good for me as a trainer to see how he is using the body. A lot of this work is just to get to know how the horse is using the body by looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use also balance pads or something like this?
The small square.
Yeah, or we have also something now, not sponsored, IKEA mat. It's like a gymnastic kids mat that you can fold up. That is just like 2-3 centimeters thick. So we use that for the horses, and also the balance pad in different kind of what is it called? Like different levels of softness, so that they can kind of get a feeling. Is that something that you use, or you have? I
haven't used it. I have the seesaw, and maybe I do it. I could probably
it's
do it.
It's probably a similar thing.
Yeah. I just think it's nice to work different with the horse. The seesaw is not a solution of everything, but it's a good tool to work with your horse and to get. Also because they have to step really small and learn to listen and not just go forward. So I think it's a nice way of doing some training with the body of the horse and of course, body awareness and to see how they. But I haven't used them, but I know many is happy about them.
Yeah. I can send you a link for something where we bought ours from. I know there are, like, especially in Sweden, there are several that have a certain one, but it's just one type. I found somewhere where you can get different ones that I think is nice to kind of switch it and also change the intensity in a sense.
Yeah.
But you also work a lot with your own body language, right?
Yeah.
How do you approach it? Is it something that now really stupid question, is it something that like the horse whisperer, Robert Redford and and kind of what can people do wrong? Maybe? I
think it's so easy to say what people can do wrong, but I think the best thing to do is to really try, because when we try, we just get better. And I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm so afraid of doing it wrong," and I'm like, "Yeah, come on, in and try, and then we do it better next time, and then we try again, and don't be afraid of trying." I've tried a lot, and then I become better and better and better, and see how the horses react. Really, don't be afraid of trying. I know it's so easy to do mistakes, and people are saying, "Oh, you did a mistake," and then people get so afraid of trying. And I think it's really sad, because when are we allowed to learn then? So with I have just worked with a lot of horses, and I worked in my younger years. I worked with dolphins, and I've just worked with the animals all as long as I remember. So I have learned and see what works with the horses, and so I have done it my way again, and people has to find their own way.
It's maybe I'm just thinking that it maybe also is something, again, coming back to calmness and a feeling, but also to observe a lot. You cannot rush things when you try something. You just need to maybe stand still for a second, observe the horse, observe any animal, and see just what it does when you don't ask anything, and then when you approach it, how does it respond and interact with you, or also how it moves in its own body or interact with other animals. I think this is something that I also sometimes see now, that people are just, they come, they do things, and they want to fix things, and it needs to be always like quick, and everything needs to work directly. But I think taking a step back, looking again, also when you work from the ground, you take a step kind of out of the saddle or the situation, and you look at the horse and you observe the movements, you observe the responses of the horse.
Yeah, and you see, I see a lot of people, like when I tell them how small steps we are doing, they are like, really, seriously? But then they see how quick it goes, because that's a fun thing. When we do these small steps, it goes amazingly quick. I feel that I am where I am now with my horses. I've never had so good horses. Because I trust the process, and I have also tried to be there where I wanted to be fixed. But every time I know I have to fix something now, then I need to go on the ground, and it's working all the time. But I have to trust now that it is working, and it is difficult, even if we need to be ready for the competition or what we need to do. Then it's sometimes difficult to take a step back and say, I trust this process.
This is actually a good point. So how do you, for example, if you are training for a competition, you want to go somewhere like Ice Horse Festival was a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
So how do you train for that when you actually see, for example, there is something that I rather than take from the ground? How do you approach it? Because you know that in the competition you need to be in the saddle. How would you do that? I actually, a good example is that I'm riding this weekend. I haven't been out since Ice Horse Festival. I rode Kongur yesterday and on the oval track, and everything just worked out. And now I have to like let it go. He's off today, and tomorrow we take a light groundwork. And I just have to trust that we are there. And if we're not, then maybe next time we are there. So I really have to, instead of riding, fixing, because I can't fix anything now, I have to trust where we are at. And actually at Ice Horse Festival, I knew where we were in the fast 12. I knew we were not fast, but the goal for me was that he was not jumping or getting out of the gate. So we were doing a safe round, and I only got like 5.5, I think, for the fast 12. But I was so happy because he stayed with me, and for him, now he's going faster because I have worked with it now. But it was not. I couldn't work on it at Ice Horse Festival, so. Really have to trust also that I know this is a good horse, but I need to trust the time will come when he... And you take then like the scores as they are in that moment. You don't need to put yourself under pressure because you know this is something that you will work on in the future, and you want to see how the overall score is, and you take it from there.
Yeah, and still at Ice Horse Festival, I got a really, for me, nice score. We have to remember I'm not a rider that has been riding high. It's at Sunderbakke, I did my highest ever. So for me, I was normally around 5.50. So it's pretty new for me to go over 6. And so I'm still like really happy when that happens. But of course, I can see it's good horses, but I have to be ready as well. Mentally, I have never been riding high, so it's new for me to go higher. And I just always see where I am at Ice Horse Festival. I think I was 20 out of 63, and for me that was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my feeling as well. Wow.
And I mean, there are also like people that do only riding 10 horses a day and nothing else, right? So it's really something that's amazing.
I still have this feeling like, whoa, that was crazy. And so I'm still taking it all in and try to, just be in it.
I thought like, and I really enjoy how you like every time I watch videos of you and Congo, especially in the third, I'm like, shit, this is. You also like we talked about already, that tilt and pace is always the focus, especially in I mean, not especially, but in the Icelandic horse world, there's always tölt and pace. Do you think seeing those scores for you in the basic gaits, is this actually a way to completely improve the Icelandic horse?
Yeah, for me, it's important to get all the gaits. It's funny, I had somebody say with Alpha, because the trot has been shitty, like really, I got 0 so many times.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I saw him. I saw a comparison video that you. I think you did something like before, after, and
like no trot.
Shit.
And then for me, there was somebody say, you just have to focus on the pace and the tilt. And I was like, but I really want to show also the trot. That's so for me now to show him is to show all 5 gaits, not a good tilt and pace and a good walk, but also the trot and canter. That's so for me, also because the walk is just amazing in general. So I think it's, I really want to show all the gaits. That's my main goal, that I can show every single gait quite equal. That is.
This is something also that I know that especially because Lionel and I don't ride Icelandic horses since forever. I've been riding since I'm like, I don't know, since I'm 1 year old.
Yeah.
Or riding really since I'm 8. And now, in the beginning, when we started with the Icelandic horses, the trainers always focused on tölt, which is really nice because you probably get excited about the tölt when you start riding Icelandic horses. But now, also talking with our trainer Louise, she always wants us to do the other gaits as well to improve the tölt, but also then to use the tölt to improve the other gaits. So a lot of like changes in between. That is also something that I realize. If you just focus on the tölt, it's fine, but it's not making the horse necessarily better if you just focus on that.
No, I
So
think
I like
you
your
need to
approach.
focus of all of it, and I love to ride. It's difficult for me to ride the trot. I have really practiced, and I still do, but I love to work with it. I think it's amazing, and a good canter is also amazing. And I just love every gait. I don't know which gait is more. Maybe the walk actually is my favorite.
Yeah. And I just can agree. Like I love the walk on both of my horses.
Yeah.
But I also have to say, when I first saw both of my horses walk, they already had a good walk. So this is already for me maybe easy that I have a good walk in both horses. Now I just need to work
Improve
on everything else.
Yeah.
But that is already, and I need to see that I don't break it kind of in me being kind of a potato on them.
No. But we have to learn, everybody, and just work. Like
Exactly.
Yeah, and I believe in that. Yeah, and we want to do better all the time. So then we're just good to go.
Yes. You also teach people, right? You mentioned in the beginning that people send you videos, but you also now go, and I saw you recently been in Germany.
Yeah.
How is it going? Like, can somebody book you and you come, or how do you kind of set it up?
Yeah.
Is it kind of individual classes with people, or do you give lectures, or do you do both, or how does it work?
Normally, at the moment, I'm still figuring out how to do all this, because I can't reach everybody. I'm going to Finland next month as well.
Shit.
And been to Iceland. And it has just been crazy. So normally I have like 8 horses per day. That's the max. And then there's specters because I believe you learn so much just to look. So normally we are like in Germany. I think we were 30 people each day. So they can discuss, and of course it's new for the people getting standing there with the horse when there's specters. But we just get a nice place where we can learn. It's super nice, and every horse is so different. And normally I hear from the spectators they are learning a lot. So now at the moment I'm fully booked for July, and I haven't opened up the rest of the year. I could easily have booked the rest of the year, but I have to find out now what we are doing and where I need to go. And so I think I will be doing something bigger, maybe in Germany also, and where I go and maybe I take 1 or 2 horses, not my own, but new. And then we have some hours where we are teaching together. I still need to figure out how to do it, because there's a lot asking for it. And that's also why I'm making this new DS Collective on the internet, where people can go in, and there will be a lot of videos and a place we can talk to each other, and really because I believe we are better together. So a safe place where we can just be better trainers, and so I'm starting building. I have some good people with me.
Yeah, Melissa is doing something.
Yeah,
do you want to talk a bit about this?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I think it's overwhelming. Melissa is part of the team now. She's a really good photographer, and she has made my first 2 videos, and then we have partnered up now. So she's a part of the team and making all the content for me.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, she's really nice and really good. And then my husband, he knows everything there is to know about computers and internet and how it's working, and so he's building this community. And then I'm in front of the camera.
The only thing your husband still needs to learn is following you in the pace, right?
Yeah.
He had a joke about this the other day.
Exactly.
That he filmed something, but not you on alpha pacing. So
he just say, I need to ride faster. He thinks I'm too slow. So maybe that's on me.
It's the goal. So you can work on it. It's fine. So actually, I was also wondering, what is the equipment that you use? Do you also bring it then? So when you go to people or when you work with your own horses, I normally see you, I think, with a halter.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not that fancy,
No, but I mean, this is also, it's maybe interesting for people to see what works best for you. What is your recommendation? Maybe you say there is no recommendation. Everybody needs to find out their own. But what that you work with, and have you tried different things to kind of establish also this connection with your horses then? Yeah,
I use a halter and then a launching rope there, and then I have a longer whip or shorter whip, depends on where. I'm not using the whip, it's just for showing energy where to put it. So that's basically it. I really like the simple part, but maybe I think there would be something coming up to make a even better halter. I think it's nice the one I'm using, but of course it can be better. So we're working on that. But I think people need to keep it as simple as possible. But if they like to use a capsule or something, then go ahead. But I think also we can do it without. So just as simple as possible.
Is it something that you tried with the capsule, or because I'm just wondering, sometimes people say that if you put the kind of the ring on top of the nose, you can kind of guide the horse into a direction better than just pulling. But I personally always thought, for me and the communication that I have with my horses, I normally launch on a halter as well. I have a capsule, but I feel sometimes this is kind of exactly, it's guiding the horses too much, and it doesn't give them the freedom in a sense for me. And for I don't know, what is your
I agree.
feeling or what experience with it?
I never use capsule. I haven't used it for years. I think the halter is just working perfect. And I always follow the horse, so it's not that I'm standing and
Pulling.
yeah, exactly, because that's not my goal. I can show it a little bit, but then it's really quick and release again. And the amazing thing of this is that the horse is trying the very, very best all the time to find a way to succeed. So it goes. So if we are quick as a trainer to see where they are good, then it goes like we don't even use around. Maybe it goes so fast, but we need to be fast as a trainer. So for me, a halter is perfect. But many also like the rope halter.
Yeah, the rope halter.
Yeah. And again, my advice is always whatever works. It doesn't work for me. I like it without, so that's my way of training. But if it works for people, then go ahead.
You also show, like in the videos with Congo, like he has this extremely nice lifting up the chest in the tölt, and again the videos of Congo tölting on the long line on the leash. It's so impressive. But then, so when you have this, is it something that you could also envision doing, for example, on a double launch or like on long reins?
Yeah.
Have you tried it? Is it something that people could also try? Because you, in the end, you collect your horse just with your body language and the energy you put into them, right?
Yeah.
So this is also something I'm so impressed.
Yeah, I did it with the long range, but I think you put too much pressure on them, and then they get they get too much in.
Yeah.
And the pressure you put out because you are so far away with the lines. I just think it was too much, so I took it off again. And if you ask me today, I will never do it again. But again, if it works for people, then go for it. It's not. I don't want to sit here and shit talk people because I'm always thinking they do what's right for them. I think my advice would be try without to see what's happening, because I know they can do it without. And that's you get much more out of it if you can do it without.
Yeah.
That's my experience with it. Yeah.
And when you then go back into the saddle, how do you put your equipments for that? Because so far I only seen you with a normal snaffle bit and like the high English noseband. So there's also not much happening there even.
No, my goal is actually not to ride with the stangbid, and I don't know what to call it in English, but
with the shanks, the Icelandic.
That's my goal. Not to. I have done it. It's not that. So that's really. I think it's not for me. I could maybe one day, I don't know, but for now it's working like fine without. And Congo actually, the more freedom he has is just better for him. And also, so I want to, because I feel they know the task when I get up there. Of course, we have to work all the time. They have to get more stronger in the body and all that, and it takes time. But I think they know so much, so I don't need so much. My goal is to sit there and tell them, now we do the slow tilt, and then I can sit still, and they know, okay, this is a slow tilt. And then I say, now we go the fast, and I don't have to sit there and doing too much. That's my goal, just to tell them.
But I think this is anyway a nice thing maybe to remind everybody when now the changes are with the bits. There are always changes now with the 5 having new rules. The good thing is in the Icelandic horse world, we can still decide on a lot of bits in like with the big horses in the dressage, you have to at one time, the higher you come up, ride with this double bridle. And so there are certain restrictions there, and we can choose whatever we want and whatever works best for our horses. So when you feel like Congo especially is working best on a snaffle, that's perfect, because maybe for other people the Icelandic curb bit is working super good.
Exactly.
And this is so nice that we have the possibility to decide whatever we want, actually.
And again, just must say that whatever works for you and your horse, it's just really, we don't need to do it your way and what's worked for you. Yeah, that's
I really like this, that you are, it sounds very open-minded, and it sounds very like calm in a sense, because that is giving confidence that you can try your own way, and you are helping people to improve themselves and improve their horses, but like you said, in their own way, in their own style.
And that's so important. Also because I think today in the world, it's so easy to just sit and be negative about other people and think, oh, they do it like this and it looks like this, and if we do it in slow motion. And it's so easy. And I don't think that's the way we are learning. If you have another way, we can do the things and show it. And then see if people will follow, and believe always that people will do it better. The horse welfare is coming much more in the horse world. And of course it's nice, but I also think it's sad that it's going. Sometimes I just think people, it's easy to sit behind the screen and then
complain about other people. And that just try to make it better.
And I always believe that people are trying their best, and all the people I've been seeing, over 1,000 people just this year, and they are and
crazy.
You know, everybody is doing their best. They try their very, very best, and they want to learn. They are curious to learn. So we have to go with that. People is just trying their very best.
Yes. Yeah. I like this. Actually, I was thinking, when we talk about welfare, horse welfare, and now I think in social media there's a lot of things going on with this bridleless competition in the UK, I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I know that, like, for example, one of our last guests, Lala Benson, from the US, she did her tests without a bridle, with just a neck ring. Is this something that you would also look to, or you would like to keep a bridle? I'm just curious, because I never really thought about it myself.
I think actually it's really nice. I love it. I'm maybe not. I think I can do it on Alpha. I do some things with him also, but I think still I have a point with Congo where I would be afraid, because it still is in me. I trust him, but you know, he is. If there is something, he is really sensitive and he can spook, and then I get really scared, and then he gets scared. So that would be for me, and then my balance. Just afraid of. I have kids now, and when I was younger, I was just really wild, and when I was riding, didn't thought about what could happen. But you know, I think it's nice, and I think you can also do it with a bridle. I don't think it has to be hard or a bad thing to have the bridle. But I think it's nice that it is coming in. And I just think, again, it should just be allowed to how do you want to show your horse? That should just really be, up to people. Again, what works for you.
So if you see a new, like, horse rider pair, you meet them the first time, how do you approach them? How do you
I normally, when I go out, I see the horse and the trainer just for a couple of rounds, because then the horse have told the story and I know a lot about where to work. I always try to put so much in the backpack so they can train when I'm not there. So it's not like we're working on a walk like 40 minutes. I do everything so they can have a lot to the next training.
Yeah.
That's my goal. And then I get them to believe in themselves that they really can do this training, and look at their horse, where they need to look. There's a lot of people, they don't know where to look, because there's so many points at the horse we can look to see if it's going better, or so I try to make it really easy for people. Then just look at the neck, what's happening when we put energy in, look at the back, what's happening now. So I get people to look more on the horse, and it often brings a lot of tears as well, because people get really emotional when they see how fast the horse is working and how fast they actually understand. So I think this is just to try to give so much I can in it's only 40 minutes and it's really not that long.
Yeah. No?
Because I could use much longer with them. But then I see them and give them so much, because I know I can't come like that often because I'm so fully booked. So I try to give them as much as possible, and then I try to get them to work in the groups as well. They are 8 horses, like go to each other, help each other, see each other, film it, go home, watch it.
This is also something really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just can get better all the time, even when I'm not there. Yeah.
Now I just had an idea. So to film it, actually, you film yourself. Is it something that you also look into, that you like watch videos of how you work with your horses? And also, do you actually have somebody to turn to when you feel like you're stuck? Is there ever like a thing that where you feel like, here I'm not 100% sure, I could try this, but it's just not working? How do you have somebody to turn to talk to?
My husband has to hear a lot, and he's not a horse person.
Okay.
But
sometimes it helps actually to have some outside perspective.
Yeah, but also this, when I say it out loud, then I listen again, and then he's really like, yeah, okay, then try. And I'm like, yeah, okay, then I go out and try. So he's a really big help for me. And then I have, of course, my friends. I send video, and they are really nice just to watch it. And then I film a lot of my training, and then I see it, and I see a lot of competition now. It's much more easier to see competition in Germany and Iceland, and I love it, because then I can, so I see a lot, every day almost.
Yeah. So you can kind of also see what you want to reach, how people approach it.
Yeah. And of course, I have some trainers in. I don't get that much because, I don't have the time. But I think it's nice to have somebody to, what do you see and how to work, and also a trainer that really support the way I'm training, because my training is so different. Also, when I ride, I don't go into. I do the circles when I'm launching, but when I ride, I don't do it that much. So I also, a training is not normal.
Do you have like a trainer for when you ride your horses, or do you do it by yourself?
I have sometimes, but it's. I think I was it in March last time? And then I have been to a judge showing my programs, and that's really nice to because then I know. But still, it has been so busy here for me. So
I can understand.
But I love to get feedback and just learning all the time.
Mm. Mm-hmm. one last thing, I think, actually, because we talked a lot about mental things. And is this, I know that there's more and more coming up that people are also taking kind of mental, what is it called? Mental training into consideration, also for writing programs, other aspects of the horse world. Is it something that you do, that you consider, that you actively look for, or how is your idea about this mental training, mental coaching?
Yeah, I have the coaching myself. Like I am. What do you say? I have the what's it called?
Like a license.
Exam. Yeah. I am coach. But it's some years ago, and then I worked many years ago. I worked a lot with myself for 7 years.
Okay.
So I think I know myself pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
And
this is also really interesting then to actually think like, if you did it, then you approach maybe your horses and your training in a certain way because you already reflected on yourself.
Yeah.
And
I've done a lot of that and worked a lot with myself. And of course, I can use that a lot now. I still get nervous in competitions, but it's getting better and I'm working on it. And again, my husband is a massive support on that part.
Yeah.
Because he's a whole other type than me. So we can really work together there. It's really nice. So, of course, there is a lot of the mental things also, because sometimes my mental can really, when I get nervous, it's like, and also that Kongur can really feel that. So I have to I trust the process, and yeah.
Is it kind of like an exercise that you do when you feel that you get nervous at a competition or at a clinic, for example, that you can do for yourself and also for like the horse, like Kongur, when you feel like he's tensing up? Is there something like a go-to thing that you do for either of you?
Yeah, I think for now, I just really believe in this training and what I'm doing. I also got nervous at Ice Horse Festival, sitting 4,000 people.
Yeah, and the arena is like the audience is so close.
Yeah, and there were a lot, and Alpha was really happy, and it was just so. But then I just told them I'm nervous. So sorry if I sound a little bit like it. I'm really honest.
Yeah.
So if I'm nervous, I'm actually saying it to people. And of course, I am still really overwhelmed by all this. So I get nervous, and I when there's a lot of people just listening and want to know what I'm saying, and it's really overwhelming. So I don't know. I try to breathe, and then I really try to enjoy my horses. It's an amazing feeling to ride them, and I'm just, because I don't ride that much, it's just I really try to enjoy it when I am on them.
Yeah.
And like I had this feeling like with Kongur yesterday, really had this feeling, I don't care how it's going in the weekend where I compete, because this feeling was amazing and nobody can take that away from me.
Super cool, yeah.
So for me, I was like,
you already won.
Yeah, I can't ask for more, because I always feel that he's trying his very best. If it's good enough on the day, I don't know, but he's always doing the best. And then I can't ask for more. It's as simple as that, actually. And Alpha is doing the same. They always do their best. And I try also to do my best.
Yeah, but I mean, it is always, it depends on also how you wake up in the morning and what else is going on in your life and
exactly.
Stuff like this, so.
Yeah, like Alpha, he is always doing his thing. Kongur can feel if I'm not there, and then again, it's never his fault. It's me if I'm not. So yeah.
Exactly. You give them. I just today also talked to we have like a co-rider on one of our horses, and sometimes she gets a bit unsecure. This horse that we have, it's our oldest one. He's 19 now, 18, 19. And he also gets easily insecure. He's not the most confident anyway. And then so I told her, like, there was some challenge now since we build a lot of stuff in our farm. So she had to use a different entrance to the stable. And she said, like, I think he feels uncomfortable. Yeah. And I told her, if you are confident, then he will be confident. If you asking the question, is it okay? Then he will also ask the question, is it actually okay? Yeah. So just be confident. But I mean, it's always easier said than done. And I was just on the ground fixing some fence lines. So I was good there, telling her to be confident. But yeah.
But it's also, that's why I got on the ground with Kongur, because I'm not so secure when I'm sitting there. But from the ground, they can do whatever they want. I don't care. Like, I can fix it. I don't, if they are wild or something. But if I'm sitting on them, then I really don't need. Also, because if they get like this when we're sitting on them, then I think often there's something we have been missing. So we need to go back on the ground. So that's really, for me, it was because I was so afraid on Kongur. I wasn't doing anything good on the back in the beginning with him. So I had to rebuild it all from the ground. And that's why then I could see how he reacted, and my nervous system got calmer and calmer with him. And now when he does the stuff when I'm on, like, spooking for a cat or something, then I'm like, whatever.
It's fine. You know how to read him.
Yeah, because I've learned it from the ground, and then I trust it when I get on him.
Exactly.
But it takes time, of course.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So... But it was amazing, Ditte, to talk to you about this.
That was a pleasure.
I really recommend, like, I know next week will be also a big thing for you. So it will be already before this episode comes out. But I hope that people tune in for your live Q&A.
Yeah, I have.
On the 17th of June.
And I will be nervous there, that's for sure. Now I say it out loud. Is people coming, and do they ask questions? And I know there's a lot of already signed up, so it's gonna be really nice. But of course I will be nervous in a good way. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Will it actually be available later on online somewhere on your website?
It will come in this community we are making. You can subscribe for each month, and then you could just be a part of this with a lot of videos. Me and Melissa filmed 4 days. So there will be a lot of work. How do you work on the trot, on the tilt, much more into details. But you can also buy the video. I have 2 videos, so you don't need to be a member for that part. You can buy them without being a member. Yeah. So it's, but it will come in there, and then I think we will do a Q&A like once a month.
This is amazing. Yeah.
And then super just build it bigger.
Exactly. I think this is super great, and we will put, as I said, all the links to you, to your website, to the videos, to your social media in the show notes. And actually, then it's the end of the episode. So thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you so much for having me. Really lovely work you're doing.
I still enjoy it a lot. We learned so much and meet so many interesting people.
Yeah, there are so many good people in the horse business. There's just this. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We always hope that we find exciting new people like you. So that was amazing.
I hope it is useful for people to listen to.
I'm quite sure, yes. At least it was also for me very useful. I learned so much. With every guest, I learn a lot. So this is amazing. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We will come back very soon with a new episode. In the meantime, do not hesitate to share this episode with everyone. Like, subscribe, and never hesitate to comment or reach out to us on social media, also to Ditte. And before leaving you, we would like to mention that you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, The Told Tales, for more news and stories. Goodbye.